Hi everyone, Jeff here from Kids Guitar 3. Just want to do a comparison between two different clip tuners. The one here on the left is the Snark SN2 and the one on the right is the Fender FT004. I'll try to be as objective as I can with this. I hope I don't give too many of my own. I will just let you know my past experiences and a lot of comments I've heard from this, because I have done a detailed tuning tutorial on both of these, so I'm not going to go into how to tune today, just kind of like comparing them. So they're both clip-ons. The one difference between the two, first of all, the Snark SN2, as of today's date, which is January 24, 2014, the Snark SN2 costs $11.19. The Fender costs $9.95. That was both the price on Amazon, and they both come included with the battery. This is the on-off button here for that, and one thing you can see is just as far as how bright they are. Okay. This is how you turn. There's an on-off button right here for the Fender. Okay, so we'll take a look at how it shows up here. We'll compare how well they tune. I'm hitting my 6th E string. They both show that it's sharp. So I'm gonna loosen the string. Okay, and what happens is to show that they both get in tune. And usually you want to wait about 2 seconds. You'll see that on the Snark, you get a blue line right in the center with a circle at the top that lights up. And that's supposed to stay, just briefly. However, the Fender, when that's in tune, it'll turn from blue to green. Okay, so I think all tuners nowadays with the technology are pretty comparable. That really, to me, the accuracy hasn't been a problem for these. The one thing I like about more and more people using these tuners is that they are tuning their guitars more, because I've heard a lot of out-of-tune ukuleles and guitars doing covers or tutorials on YouTube, and that's the one thing that I've been trying to get some of my groups to know is you got to tune, and if you have this on, you can tune every couple songs, or if you know something going on. I don't want people to depend on these all the time, but I want them to know, to be able to hear when they go out of tune, and they need to retune. So I think the music world will be happier if more of us guitarists and ukulele players are in tune. So as far as comparisons go, the Snark here has a little bit more frills on it. This one can tune by vibration, by just clipping in on your headstock. It also has a microphone, so if I had it on the stand, I could tune it with my guitar, or if there's a flute or something, some other wind instrument, or a couple of instruments, we could all tune off the same tuner. The other thing on the Snark is that it has a visual metronome. Let's see if I hit that. You can see that little heartbeat, and it's got a tap, so if I tap it, it'll show it. I really don't see the sense of a visual metronome though. To me, if you have a metronome, you should be hearing it. The other thing is it has you can change the calibration on it so that 440 is not your bass line. So if you got a song on the CD you heard that's a little bit flat and you want to play along with it, you can change the calibration on it. And that's got a couple little buttons back here that would change that. You can see there's 41, 42. I'll put it back to 440, so there's the 40 there. Okay. As far as the Fender does not have that. All it does is it works on vibration. It doesn't have a metronome. Does not. It's 440 is your bass line for it. The one thing that they do have though is they have a couple different ways to tune for different instruments. Like C right there, that stands for chromatic. So this means it'll give me the sharps, the flats. The Snark will also do that too, but the Fender, that's how you get to the chromatic mode. If I hit the button once, it'll say G. That means it's the guitar mode. So it only put me at the, it'll let me know if I'm close to the E, and it basically it'll only give you the 6 guitar strings, and then it'll continue that with the bass. It'll only give you the 4 bass strings. V is for violin, U is for ukulele, back to C. To shut it off, I have to hold that down. That's the only thing, is this one does not shut off automatically. If I'm not using it, the Snark will. Okay, so other differences. The clamping on mechanism doesn't seem like it's a problem. They both swivel so that I can turn it so that I can see it. On stage, this one may appear a little bit brighter. It's kind of hard to tell, but they both seem to work okay for that. The only problems, I have experienced a couple problems, and from a lot of my viewers, I've heard of problems from the Snark. 2 things. There's this swivel connection here. There's tabs that hold the ball socket in place. It's like a ball and socket joint, so that it can swivel. But this is fragile. I've had it in my pocket and it's cracked, and I've also dropped it and the tab has broken, and then it becomes useless. So that's one thing I have heard complaints about, people dropping them and they break. I have not had any problems. I don't know if I've dropped the Fender or not. I haven't heard any problems with that. The other problem I have heard, though, is electronics. The batteries on the Snark either die, or you gotta develop a short in the circuit and it doesn't work. And I've seen that personally a couple times on my own. I have a couple Snark tuners, and I've heard that from a lot of people, that there's problems with the battery lasting. And I did call Snark on that, and they said they do have a, you could return it within a year. I don't know if you have to have a receipt or not, but it's probably going to be at least $5 shipping, I would imagine. So with the prices, it's almost like, I think they're counting a lot of people not having the receipt or bothering to send it back in. They'll just get another tuner, because these are basically disposable tuners. I have not heard any problems with the Fender FT004 as far as electronics go. They both take the same battery. It is a CR2032, and it's just a flat little disc battery. You can order a package of them real cheap on Amazon for a couple bucks if you want backups just in case. And otherwise, I think that's it. They're both good for tuning your guitar, and I would recommend either one. But like I have said, there have been problems with the how fragile the Snarks are, and also with shorts and the batteries going out suddenly, unexpectedly. So I hope that helps.